Hey guys, so I want to update on my husband, I guess. So his roommate just got back from leave, okay? And as soon as his roommate comes back, his freaking communication issue starts back up. I'm not freaking having that. I'm straight up annoyed with that shit. I'm sick and tired of dealing with the same routine day after day after day after day. I'm sick and tired of dealing with this shit every single day. And I'm not dealing with this anymore. Sorry, knocked over my phone trying to scoop my cat off. He was getting into my stuff. But yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of this. It's the same old pattern that repeats over and over and over again. I'm not flying by with that anymore. I am about done. I've pretty much, honestly, you can say that I've had it with him. Because I have. I am sick and tired of it. We've only been married 8 months. 8 months today, actually. Because it's the 9th. Almost the 10th, because it's probably past midnight by now, so not really my anniversary anymore, but we're hitting our 1-year wedding anniversary in June. And yet, he didn't even say anything to me about it. He didn't even bother to say, oh, happy anniversary, or happy 8-month, or whatever. I'm cool by that. That's really all I freaking need, you know? But last night, he texted me at like 6:38 or something like that, because I was at work. And I texted him back at 6:41 p.m. Didn't hear from him for almost 3 hours. 3 to 4 hours. I know that doesn't sound like much to a lot of people, but I'm getting kind of fed up with that. I'm not trying to make myself look like a dependa here, because I'm not. A dependa is basically who relies on their spouses, their military spouses, for pretty much everything. Money, groceries, shit like that. I don't rely on my husband for that shit. I buy my own. I pay my own bills. I buy my own groceries. And the most expensive bill I have every month is my phone bill. That's $160 a month. And that comes out of my pocket every month. And as of lately, I was pretty much a compulsive spender. I get it. January was like the biggest money spending month, especially starting out the year of 2020. And as you all know, I turned 20 last month on the 5th. Nothing new. But, I'm sick and tired of his constant lack of communication. He was doing just fine when his roommate was on leave. And his roommate just got back from leave on Saturday, which was yesterday. And then that's when his communication started dying off again. My cat is literally getting into my stuff and it's bothering the crap out of me. I pretty much just tap him just to give him a little startle, and then I gently scoot him away. Because I don't abuse my animals. I absolutely love my animals. It's just he's been getting into my stuff lately, and he doesn't seem to like to listen. That's why I don't really keep him in my room anymore. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But honestly, Austin doesn't treat me with the utmost respect that I deserve. I just can't do this anymore. I'm fed up with it. Our relationship has become so toxic that I just don't know what to do anymore. I've given him nothing but love and support through this whole military stuff. And the kind of treatment that he gives me is basically what he thinks I deserve in return. I don't know why I keep putting up with it. Because whenever I hear from him again, I'm going to give him an ultimatum. I'm not having it anymore. He needs to know that I'm about fed up with this shit. He doesn't realize how much I bust my ass every single day. Just trying to get past this day. Every day gets worse than the other. Every day is worse than the last. He doesn't see that. I understand he's going through his own mental health issues, but I'm going through mine. I help him through his, but he doesn't help me through mine. Bless you, Oscar. That was my cat. He sneezed. But it's getting to the point where it is freaking ridiculous. Because if this doesn't stop, honestly, to be honest with you, I'm just going to end it altogether. Because I'm not going to deal with this for the rest of my life. I'm not going to deal with this treatment that I get from him. Not all military men do that. If you say that's a normal military thing and that's a normal military wife reaction, it is not. Scoop, cat. I just can't do this anymore. Honestly, if he keeps it up, I'm gone. I'll fend for myself. I won't need a man to make me happy. But then again, I love him too much. And that's where it gets to the point where I won't leave. I'm too scared. Like, I don't want to. I really don't want to leave. I really don't. But he's just making that super difficult. As you can see, I don't have my ring on right now, but probably because I haven't had my ring on all day. I don't sleep with my ring on because I'm afraid I'm going to cut my face in the night. So, because I've been pretty much lazy all day. I had the day off, so why not? I didn't really want to do anything. But, yeah. I'm honestly to the point where I'm just done. I can't go on any further. We've been together for almost 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in August. That's when we got together. And then our 1 year is on June 9th. That's when we got married last year. But he's making it more difficult than it already has to be. Honestly, honest to frickin' God. I'm fed up with it. I can't. I can't continue to be treated like that. I really can't. I mean, yeah, I know it's normal for newlywed couples to fight a lot, and especially in their first year of marriage. And then it gets easier. Now, with him getting discharged, I think our relationship might get better? I'm not sure, because honestly, only time will tell. I can't make that call right now. I can't call for what's in the past and what's going to be in the future and what's right now. I can call for what's right for right now, but I can't call for what's for later. I don't know, guys. I'm at my wit's end with him. All he's ever doing is making my life a living hell. He wasn't like this before he joined the military. He was a sweet, outgoing, loving guy. I mean, honestly, he's still pretty loving, but that's only when he's around me, physically. Other than that, he's not lovey at all. He wasn't like that before he got into the military. And he actually did really good on his messaging me back until he joined the military, which I get it. Like I said in the last probably few videos I've had, 14-hour time difference. I get that. But I would think that he would make an effort into trying at least talk to me a little bit each day. Like when his roommate was on leave, he would constantly call me every single day. I didn't mind that, but some days I just didn't want to talk to him and I got really snippy with him and then we ended up going into a fight. And some of our fights don't end well. Some nights we go to bed angry. And that's a thing, that's one of the mottos for a military wife. Never go to bed angry at each other. It just makes things worse for the next day. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But he's making it really, really difficult right now. I'm just to the point where I can't deal with it anymore. That I'm just completely done. And honestly, I know I shouldn't be saying that. But I am. He doesn't understand my frustration. And pretty much now, this channel that I have is pretty much my personal diary. I mean, like this. This is my diary. This has my deepest, darkest secrets in it. Nobody reads it. Only one time when I was younger, my mom read my diary. And I remember this like it was yesterday. The first thing I ever wrote in here was in 2012. So that's been 8 years, almost. Oh crap, I dropped my phone again. But yeah, I'm trying to get my phone situated and it's not working out. But yeah, I can't really deal with it anymore. This relationship of ours has gone too toxic. I'm just to the point where I can't do it. It's grown so toxic that I don't even want to be around him. I don't even want to talk to him. But back to that story when I was texting him. But yeah, he texted me at like 6:38 p.m. I texted him back at 6:41. He didn't read my text messages until almost 3 hours later. And then he finally responded back. And then when I responded back, he did not read it until 11 o'clock this morning. And he didn't respond till about 11:26 a.m. 11:26 a.m. But I didn't get up until past 1. So I wouldn't have known. So, and here's another thing. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but one night Austin called me 6 times in a row. I fell asleep at 1:30 that one night. And he called me all the way from like 2:40 a.m. all the way up to 3:02. 6 times. I ignored it each time because I was just like, I would hear my phone ring. I did hear it ring every time because he called me 2 times on Messenger and he called me 4 times on Skype. And yes, we still use Skype, but that's only when he doesn't want to use Messenger. That's when he wants to video chat. And that's what I loved. He wanted to talk to me. Like, he wanted to be on video chat with me to see me. Why change that all of a sudden? I mean, yeah, he has a roommate. So what? Now, if I was in the military and my husband wasn't, then yeah, I would make time for Austin as much as I possibly can. In a heartbeat. Keep in contact with my friends, my family, everything. But Austin doesn't do the same. He hardly keeps in contact with me. He extremely rarely texts his mom or his 2 grandmas and doesn't even talk to his brothers. The person, honestly, out of all the people that he talks to me the most. And that's not okay by me. When he hardly texts me at all, he doesn't talk to his mom, especially. His mom worries about me and him. And my mother-in-law knows that my mental health state has not been the best right now. But yet, he still continues to do that same old pattern. And that gets old really freaking quick. I'm not putting up with it anymore. Honestly, my hair does not want to cooperate with me. So I guess I'll just leave it like that. Because I've been messing with this side of my hair for a while, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I'm going to give him an ultimatum. And if he doesn't follow it, I'm gone. I don't even care. Yes, it would hurt for a long time. And that will make me not want to date again. Because I even said, if this marriage doesn't follow through, I'm not going to get married again. Flat out. I won't. I'm going to probably be like my sister who will never get married. But she also has a kid. I don't. Don't get me wrong. I love Austin with everything that I have in me. But he's just making it too hard for me to keep up. Like, I made a example to Austin, and I think I've said this to my parents. If Austin and I were to rule an empire together, it has to be 50-50. So, equal. I know my fingers are not really that equal, but you get the gist. But it can't be a 25-75. It can't be a 95-5. You know, you can't. That doesn't work. That doesn't work that way. It has to be 50-50, equal. But he doesn't see it that way. It's like he talks down to me as I'm one of the peasants, and that he's on top of the world. He makes things all about him. Honestly, I can say that. He makes things everything about him. Like one time when he came home, he spent $1,700 on a PC he didn't freaking need. Hardly spent any money on me, out of all things. He's never done a lot of nice gestures towards me. The nicest gesture he did for me was for my birthday. When he sent me flowers for my birthday. That was it. After that, it stopped. I don't know what the hell gives. I do not know what the hell fucking gives. Why is he stopping that? Is it because I gave him attitude that one day? Or the last 2 days that we were talking when his roommate was still not there? Yes, I did. It's because he was annoying the fuck out of me. Like, if I ask him to stop doing something, he just continues to do it. He doesn't listen to a freaking thing I say. And he makes it seem like that my opinions, my inputs, my suggestions, or even my own fucking voice matters. That's just who he is. He's grown into a motherfucking cocky motherfucker. Sorry, I used motherfucking in the same sentence, but whatever. I just can't do this. And everybody tells me I can, but in reality, I can't. My mental health is not in the state to deal with this shit. And I admit, I got married way too young. We should have waited. Because honestly, if we had that fight when we were still engaged, that ring would have been off my finger by now. But since we're married and we made a commitment, I didn't take it off. But he did. That was a major sign. And he claimed that he was like, oh, my hands were sweaty, so I took off the ring because it was suffocating my fingers. I mean, I kind of guess that's a valid point. Maybe. But we were in a major fight that night, so that cannot be the real reason behind it. I don't get that. Like, he was making that I was the bad guy, and he was putting all of the blame on me, blaming for this, blaming me for that, and blah, blah, blah. No. He does not take the blame for it either. He always has to pin the blame on me somehow. He always finds something to blame me for. I don't blame him for everything. I mean, part of the depression and my anxiety is part of his fault. But that's the only thing I blame him for. Other than that, I don't blame him for anything. He wants to pin blame on me. Saying that, oh, you're getting attitude for this reason, and blah, blah, blah. And that you're putting it all on me, and that you're stressing me out, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're stressing me the fuck out. Especially when I was originally going to be doing paperwork to go to Japan, and then coming to find out that you're getting fucking discharged. Like, what gives, dude? I did not find out he was getting discharged until the freaking end of December. Yes, I was the first person he told, family-wise. But, honestly, his mom especially should be one of the first people to know. His mom raised him and his 2 brothers. Like, seriously, what the absolute hell, dude? I don't freaking get it. I don't know what his issue is, but it's got to stop. Like I said, I'm setting an ultimatum, and if he doesn't follow it, I'm gone. I'm out the door. I won't even think twice about it. That's how fed up I am. And I'm supposed to be seeing my therapist on Thursday, and knowing me, I gave in to what Austin wanted to do. He wanted to do an over-the-phone call with my therapist, because he's also a marriage counselor. Knowing me, at first I said, well, there's still things I want to tell him that I don't want you to hear. But then he guilt trips me and saying, oh, well, there won't be another next time. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? He freaking guilt trips me into getting what he wants. That's what I'm going to be telling my therapist on Thursday. That Austin does what Austin wants and doesn't even consider other people's feelings about it. That's a red flag. That's a major red flag. Because if Austin doesn't get his way, he's fucking miserable, and he makes my life fucking miserable. I don't get everything I want, but I don't throw a fit. Like, if I want something, and I don't want to rely on my parents for it, and if it's something very small, I buy it. Simple. I got a job. I make money. I can pay for it. He hardly spends a dime on me. The only thing that he's bought me, that when he was here, he bought me my Xbox, and my controller, and my headphones. And that ring that you saw earlier on when I was on vacation in South Carolina last year, yeah, that ring was fucking fake. It was sterling silver, covered in a rose gold coloring. Now this one, this ring is real. I mean, yeah, it's had its discolorations and shit, but it's real. The ring he originally got me, that was my wedding band, wasn't. Like, are you freaking serious? He should have got me a big ring. Well, not really a big ring. That sounding like I'm greedy as shit, which I'm not. But I mean, it was really the thought that counted. I didn't mind. I really didn't. But he should have considered to look at more of the ring before he bought it. That was an impulse of his. See, he spends money that he doesn't have. I mean, yeah, he makes more money than I do, and he makes even more money since we got married. He takes advantage of that. But it is what it is, guys. Welcome to Abigail's married life. That's turning into a fucking disaster. Holy crap. Okay. I've been babbling for way too long. It's been almost half an hour. And I'm still not freaking finished. But I'm going to cut it off there. And if anything else happens with my marriage or anything else in general, I'll be sure to post about it. That's pretty much all I can do. This is probably my longest video that I've ever posted in a long time. Probably my longest video ever. But, yeah. This marriage sucks. Getting married young, that really fucking sucks. Honestly, Austin and I should have stayed engaged for a longer time. Like my brother and his fiance are. Man, I can't even do proper English right now. Like my brother and his fiance are still engaged. They're not getting married until August. They waited at least almost 2 years to get married. Because they got engaged before me and Austin did. They got engaged at Christmas of 18. I got engaged January 22nd of 19. Got married in June of 19. They are getting married this year, August 8th, 2020. So, we'll just see how this goes. Hopefully it doesn't fall into a more further disaster. So, finally, my rant, done, over with for the night. I know it was a lot to take in for me, and especially a lot for you to take in. So, I will talk to you guys as soon as I can, and I'll keep you posted. See you guys.